Welcome, everybody, furs and furs alike, to the
Wow.
Weowcast.
Wow, wow.
Oh,
I am Bluff. I am the Husky. Of course, you gotta have the in there. Everybody say hi.
I don't know about the Husky hashtag Steve, but
wow.
kind
We
of
in
forgot.
this.
Yeah,
Everybody
Steve
say
said
hi.
this too. Everybody.
Uh,
Say hi.
What's up?
what? We don't want any.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
this is the Weowcast. That is Piper,
Yes.
Steve,
You could say that
Kaz,
again. Huh.
Ursus, and me, of course.
Or not.
Bloof, the Husky. Yes.
It is
We
Bloof.
welcome you all to
Hey,
week
I'm
3.
Stove.
Week 3 of the podcast.
Yes, week 3, and we're still mispronouncing our names purposefully.
Yes.
Dude,
Week
that's
3,
a
I think
shtick that shouldn't end, to be honest.
yeah, it never will. It
Never will.
Yes, I'm known
Right,
as Bloof.
Cazolas?
Oh my god.
Ursus.
So
Triggered.
Steve, how are you doing today?
Stefan.
Hey, Stephanie.
Stefe Ballesteros. How about that? Anyway.
So how's everybody doing this week? It's been a week since week 2. Obviously, that's how time works.
That's how
Dude.
time works.
So how's everybody been in the last week? Ursus, go.
Oh, well, I've been doing all right. Missing the fuzz butts, especially it's been 2 weeks out from FAU. We're coming up to Apocalypse in about a month, so I'm looking forward to that. But
Woo!
that, it's just been teaching, that teacher grind, and that
That
furry teacher grind.
Hashtag furry teacher.
teacher grind.
Dude, you're fucking Vine.
What are those?
I had to because I
It's
literally
the 5-year-old kid with the
I-
what are those?
I
They were Spider-Man kicks. Those were dope.
I literally for our listeners, I before I decided to make this Vine, I was playing with the puppets with the kids in dramatic play, and I had already asked somebody who was making one of our kids who was making a sandwich with these fake cold cuts tomatoes. I asked, what are those? And then instantly that Vine started
Everybody
playing.
go.
And so I was like, I need to use this puppet and somebody's shoes.
Oh my god.
And I did.
Oh
So,
shit, Bluff
anyway.
dropped.
Oh no.
No!
Oh, we'll
Well,
get him back in.
Oh,
Let's
there,
go.
wait, there.
There we go.
Is
Okay,
he
we'll
in
get
this?
him back. Anyway, Steve, how have you been this week?
Well,
You knew the
Yo,
right
my-
answer, Steve.
my boyfriend came out to visit this weekend.
Oh wow,
There.
how was that?
And who is your boyfriend, Steve?
His name is,
Is it Carl?
Cazalis. It's Cazalis.
Oh, okay.
Is that a weird-ass name?
Well, it's
I think
such
so.
a weird name, I think. Oh my god. So you and Kaz.
Yo, I
Yeah,
drove
dude.
8.5 hours to get to your house on day 1.
Pussy bitch. Yeah, he
That was
fucking... Yeah.
You're a
That
boy.
drive almost killed me.
Supposed to do that. Oh my god. Never mind. I'm triggered. Oh my
Super-
god. I
we're
think.
fucking...
Wait a minute. Did Piper drop? No, he didn't.
No.
No, I lost
There he
connection.
is.
However, we're
Wow,
still
He's still recording.
this
We still
podcast.
going. Yes.
Yeah,
Piper,
Weowcast will never drop.
never.
This
It
will
won't.
go on.
So-
forever.
I missed all of Ursus' story, but next person.
And
Yes,
me.
it's
you
all
missed
right.
me
You'll-
too.
It's no, it's okay. Steve, it was just starting to explain his
That-
week.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Steve.
my BF came up to mass.
Whoa,
and
who was
hung out.
that?
You bitch. And
You was right.
You was right.
He was right.
I got like fucking sick though. I was like, I don't know if it was allergies or something, but I was fucked up.
Bitch, you guessed
But
it.
yo, we went to a big fucking
Fucked up in the head like whoa.
we went to the Eastern States exhibition, otherwise known as the Big E.
Biggie.
Yeah,
Bubba
dude.
Biggie. Which
We had fucking fried Oreos. I almost died.
Those are actually really
Oh.
I
Those are-
got text messages from Kez.
Oh.
During, one was like a leather vendor with a hey, awesome. I mean, that's my interest. You know, they definitely comes into my interest. So it's like,
Oh
okay,
my god. Comes.
yes, it comes into my interest.
Yes.
Yeah, the picture was hot leathers.
Hot leathers. Yeah, dude.
The leader
We
moves like a
no, it
barrel.
was pretty funny. He set eyes on that and instantly like took a picture and sent it to you.
It's
Like without
there
even.
was-
love that. He's a leather guy, which is true.
He's a leather dandy.
There's also the Bear Country.
Daddy to some.
picture.
That's all right.
Bluff
Right.
fuck section.
What?
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 Fuck.
No, isn't there like a leather club that's like a BLUF or something?
I'm
Fuck
no,
if I know.
I wouldn't say that.
I
Just
definitely
know
don't know.
our
No, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna stretch my Google Blue right now.
AMCC. Shout out
Does
to
that mean I
the
gotta- does that mean
AMCC,
I gotta-
even though nobody's gonna be listening to this.
Does that
Wow.
mean I gotta change my furry name now?
No, it's breeches and leather uniform fan club.
Okay, there's only one F. Okay.
That's like bluff.
Yeah, fan club. There would be a.
All right. So Stephen Kaz has had an awesome week. Pipe.
Yes.
Oh my
Pipe.
god.
Pipe. How's your week?
My week's been up and down. I mean, ending on a really good note though, so I'm happy with that.
That's awesome. And you were at a meet recently, right?
Crap.
Was that?
Oh yeah. This past Saturday was the bowling meet. I
Oh, there you
completely
go.
forgot about that.
How'd it go?
It was pretty awesome. There was like this little girl that I ended up like spending 5 minutes with because she ran up to me. And, like she copied every sort of like head tilt hand motion I did, and I was like just messing around with that the whole time.
Oh, I love it when kids.
Oh,
do
that's adorable. Hashtag suiting is the best.
that. Absolutely.
Are we actually gonna be using hashtags in the?
Why not?
Hashtag yeah.
Why not?
God.
Anyway, my week has been pretty solid. I mean, for the most part, up and down, like usual. That's pretty standard. But, trying to look at the positive side of life. Sounds like
Yeah.
I'm quoting like Monty Python.
Always look on the bright side.
There
of
we
life.
go. There we
Yes.
go.
Know the reference. Anyway, continue, Bloof.
Yes. No, life's been good. We, as a podcast, as a furry-related podcast, have decided to kind of further talk more about why we got into the fandom. Further puns, hilarious. I feel like as a podcast we haven't really discussed that, so I feel like we definitely should. Who would like to start?
I'll
My
go first.
boyfriend.
There we go. Wow, that was
Let's-
That worked.
synchronicity right there. That worked.
Here we go,
out.
boys.
All right,
Okay.
Kez. Here we go.
Was this like 2012? I think 2012. My friend IRL, her name is Sarah. It may also not be Sarah for privacy's sakes. But anyway, let's just call her Sarah for Sarah's sake.
For
Jesus. Butchered that.
What's
She,
What's up,
I
Sarah?
tried, guys.
What's
I
up, Sarah?
tried. So she introduced me to My Little Pony. Friendship is Magic. And
Ugh.
at that time, season 2 had just started. It's like a few weeks in. And I was like, sure, whatever. Like, we'll watch it just to be funny, be a meme. So I watched the episode and I was like, oh shit, like bronies are like a thing? That's weird. And I just kept watching more episodes because I was like, why am I even watching this? This is like
And
crazy.
you kept
It's funny to
watching.
me. And then I found myself I had like watched every single episode of My Little Pony. So
got hooked.
I don't know. Let's see. 2014. School started kicking my ass, and I drifted out of the furry fandom. I mean, the brony fandom, whatever.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a completely different fandom.
Yeah. And then like November, December 2014, almost a year ago. It's almost been that long. It's crazy. I don't know. I saw like some like art pop up on internet, and it's like I had heard of furries before, but I didn't think anything of it. So I like saw some art. I was like, okay, this seems kind of cool. Whatever. Like I'll just look into it, and yeah, I met furry people, and then
That's awesome.
I'm trapped here.
Yeah.
They were dope.
What was the
at
first?
Baby.
Kaz, what was the first website you went to? Was it for Affinity?
Yeah, it was for Affinity.
Okay. Cool.
And
Alright,
then
so
I
think
saw
if
the
any-
forums, and then I saw Zeta's post about the TeamSpeak, and then I was like talking to Steve.
And then,
In the
Oh.
TeamSpeak.
and
And now that's a
then-
great transition to Steve.
That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna keep this short as fuck. Okay, here we go. In 2011, I was talking with a friend on Steam, and we were memeing around. And
Memeing
I don't
around.
even know how the fuck the topic came up, but we were just talking about shit, and somehow I ended up with a link to E621, and that's when it all started.
Oh no.
Oh, E621 for
Yeah, I'm not
sure.
even gonna fucking sugarcoat it. That's legit my fucking birth.
That's all right.
Can I just mention
E621
something
is
about
worth
that?
probably many, many, many furs, I'm sure.
Before, I feel like Weowcast should retweet what Ursus tweeted. I think it was Ursus who retweeted it with the, it's like, I don't look at furry porn. Why the fuck you lying?
Why the fuck you lying?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Oh, can I clarify
Oh
real
my
quick?
god.
Guys, just clarifying.
Can I clarify? Okay, so like when I said the furry art, you know what I mean. That's all. That's my
Oh, shit.
clarification.
Oh
Why
shit.
the fuck you lying?
FW stuff, I understand.
Who would like to go next? Piper, Ursus?
Piper, why don't you go?
Well, crap. I really don't know what really got me into the fandom. It's like I knew about it for a while, and didn't really get involved. And then, like, it was during fall last year that I actually started looking a bit more into it because it kind of sucks because like a lot of my friends were making fun of me saying that I was a furry when I really had no like idea, like didn't really know much about it at the time. So I was like, okay, what the heck is this anyways? Like I just started to
Mm-hmm.
I started to look into it more. I was like, okay, yeah, it makes sense now. I know why they're
That's
calling me
me.
that.
That's
like,
that
okay.
picture.
Were your friends? Yeah, sorry.
Say again.
No, I was just gonna. Go ahead.
No,
I was just gonna ask, were they making fun of you in like a friendly, like best friend kind of way, or were they like being like furry trolls, like most of the internet?
I think they were being more of trolls because
Oh man.
it's one of those things that I didn't know until one of my other friends actually told me that they had been calling me that behind my back.
Oh, that's not
Yikes.
cool.
So yeah.
Hashtag get new friends.
I'm not friends with them much anymore.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
god, crushing
There
it.
it is.
Yeah, like
So-
fuck.
I was gonna
But,
say that reminds me of that picture that's on Twitter where it's like I don't even have a persona. I'm not a furry, and then like he starts transforming into like a fox.
Into one and he's like,
That's the
pop, and
picture
then he
that got
cries.
me. That's the
Yeah.
picture that got me.
I love that one.
At the end, it just says pop.
And then he like, there's like a single tear.
Yep.
All right, so
That's
we've
how it happens.
Steve,
That
Matt,
was
and-
literally the picture that got me into furry family.
Well, Piper, I'm happy that you're not really friends with them anymore because they
Yeah.
that, you
They
know,
blow.
Wow.
and not in the good way. Anyway, Ursus, feel free.
Okay. I got into the fandom pretty recently, as I said in the past podcast. It's been since New Year's, I'd say, has been the birth of the true furry in me. But before then, it was brought to my attention by a friend of mine after the gas attack at Midwest Fur Fest last year.
Oh, yikes.
And it actually got national coverage and media coverage other than just online media outlets. And a friend of mine who had seen a few mutual acquaintances do the whole furry troll thing, as your ex-friends Piper had been doing.
Thanks, friends.
Apparently, a few mutual friends were doing that same type of bullshit trolling. They're no longer friends of mine either. And this friend just messaged me and talked to me about the fandom, talked to me about the fact that he was a part of the fandom. And so I looked into it, and my love for costuming combined with performance, especially around Halloween, combined with the I don't know, I guess the love for anthropomorphic art, which
Why the
looking
fuck you
back,
lying?
I mean, really, it, looking back on influences, I look back on my childhood. I'm like, oh, geez, okay, yeah, these were definite
Makes sense.
influences.
It adds
Makes
up.
sense. That's all.
This was a door that was just been left unlocked in me for a long while. It's just finally, been opened.
He couldn't bear to keep it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And of course, the
Oh,
gay bear
fuck.
community, which I've been a part of for a long time, much longer than the furry.
Long.
Yes, longer and long. Long. Anyway, so New Year's I joined. First site was Furry, and yeah, I've been fuzzy and furry ever since. And
Nice.
AF was my intro to you guys. So I'm glad
Wow.
I found the forums, which are no longer.
Rip.
Rip.
Rip. Rest in peace.
Rip.
AF/Phoenix forums. Rest in peace.
Apparently, there's going to be like a new set of forms.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
probably not
Meh.
going.
We'll see about
But
that.
anyway,
We'll see how that goes. But anyway,
Okay,
What?
okay.
So
Bluff.
I
Wait,
have a
wait.
yes.
Damn,
yes, go,
see,
go,
stealing
go.
Bluff's light.
No, I had no opportunity. I was gonna try to segue into this for like real quick. I just wanted to say,
Real quick.
and Bluff, I'm gonna let you finish, but like
See,
those
now
of you
you're
that
making
have
good
suits,
segue.
because when Ursus mentioned Halloween, those of you that have suits, you better be popping off on Halloween.
Poppin'.
Popping.
Well, Ursus will be a fur pock.
Of course, man.
Yeah, dude.
Will be.
I'm just
You gotta pop.
saying.
You gotta pop at the pock.
Pop it, man.
What day is Halloween? Like, is it Monday, Friday?
It's a Saturday.
31st.
Saturday?
The 31st.
Oh my
Yes.
god, it's a Saturday.
I'm wearing my kigurumi
Fur
to
pock
work
is-
that day.
Oh,
man.
shit. That's
I'm
gonna be
doing it.
cute.
I'm totally doing it. Oh my god.
Nice.
There will be
And
pictures.
people won't be like, "What the fuck, you weirdo?" Because it's like still like you can see your
Yeah.
face and stuff. It's like PJs.
I can't wait. I'm making sure I request on that day. Hang on. I mean, don't hang on.
You
But
definitely
like,
should. You definitely should.
all right. But yeah, sorry to interrupt you, Love.
So bluff.
No, it's all good. I mean, I have the most history. Let's
okay,
see.
all right, okay.
I was 14. It was 2001.
Old
and
ass.
I was shut up. So I was in, funny enough, a computer-aided drawing class that turned into a Counter-Strike class. Which I don't know if anybody knows what Counter-Strike is. It's a game where it's a shooting game, first-person shooter. And in this class, all we did was play Counter-Strike. So I started playing Counter-Strike, and I got really good at it. So I started playing at home on a really shitty computer on a dial-up modem. And I went by the name Dark Wolf because I used to like wolves. And I had no clue what furries were. And I was playing in this server. It was called Kavuli's Tree. And it was a furry server, and I had no fucking clue. And this guy, Ani Wolf, he messaged me, and he's like, "Hey, man, you're really good. Do you want to join our clan?" And I'm like, "Sure, man. Yeah, definitely. I'm 14 years old. I don't know what the fuck that means." So he sends me a link
Yikes.
to fe.cetacia.net. That is Furry East. And I clicked it, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" I was like, "This going on here?" And I was like, "This is awesome." So I joined up the server, joined up the clan. I still didn't really know what furries were. I started going with my clan tag in that class, and I had people come up to me and say, "Are you a furry?" And I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean?" and wound up really getting involved in this community, and eventually became an admin of the next server, which took over, called Counter Addiction, and that was owned by a furry friendly person he wasn't a furry, but it still was a furry server. And was an admin there for a couple of years, and I kind of waltzed into the community. I didn't really know anything about it, and I met a lot of awesome people. coming home from shitty days at high school and then spending hours on end playing Counter-Strike with people that I really were my friends. Like, I talk to these people all the time, and it really helped me through my life when I was a teen. And then I fell out of the community for a while. Still talk to people, but never really was big into the community until this year, when I joined back up. And Fur Affinity was the first website I went to, and joined the forums before I even had a Fur Affinity page. And that's how I met you guys. But yeah, my history is from back in 2001, when just playing a game with a furry name, and wind up meeting a bunch of furs, and that's it. That's how it becomes. That's how it
I
become
was-
me.
I was 5 in 2001.
Shut the fuck up, Steve. Yeah, I was 14 in 2001. Okay, I'm not that old.
Oh, real quick. Hey, Bluff and
Real
Ursus.
quick.
Yeah,
Yes.
what's up?
I need y'all to know this. When Steve was in elementary school, he had a Nintendo DS.
Oh,
No.
my God.
Oh my god.
Okay, but it
You
was
wanna-
like 6th grade. It was like the end of elementary school. Like
Oh
I was
my-
going into middle school.
Do you want to know how I got my DS? I
It
was
was the
working
first
at
gen.
EB Games. I was working at EB Games, and I bought a DS.
He had a job. What do you
I
got?
was
Oh
driving.
my god.
I had a car. I drove to the mall and
Oh
sold
my
video
God.
games. I drove to high school.
Okay.
My
This
God.
guy's whipping out a DS. I'm playing.
I was in high school and I was working at Chipotle at the time.
Chipotle.
Oh, we didn't have any Chipotles around us back then.
That was Minnesota, man. It was Minneapolis.
This was
Yeah, I was working at EB Games buying DSs. Steve was like getting DSs from like his mom.
My mom did buy me that.
Wow.
Steve,
All right.
Steve's playing Super Mario 64, wondering like, what is 64? What is this?
No, I hadn't been 64. I'm not some bitch.
Sega Genesis. What is this?
What?
Okay. The
Steve,
no,
Steve hears Juicy by Notorious B.I.G. He's like, what is Super Nintendo Sega Genesis?
Oh
What is
my
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's talk about how I'm not
All right.
12.
this?
Anymore. Nobody's
Well-
12 anymore.
Yes.
Um,
Steve is a grown man now.
yes.
I am.
He's a grown ass
My
man.
pussy is popping.
You just killed.
I just killed Bluff. Now I am the husky.
There it is.
I-
So, Rip, Bluff.
oh my god. Alright, so that was
Steve.
awesome. Now we kind of have an idea of, everybody's shenanigans.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like we should touch base on what our favorite part of the fandom is. I mean, not just like favorite, but like what gets you really excited about the fandom, not just the porn.
Oh my
You're
god.
right.
wow.
Did we have to have a squeaker toy?
It gets me excited about furries.
Wait, who was that?
Yes. Totally Kaz. Totally
Kaz-
Kaz and nobody
Kaz,
else.
did Bad Dragon make that, or
I don't disclose my
Oh
sources.
my god.
He pleads the fifth right there.
Yeah, dog.
did it take a month and a half to receive that in the mail, or?
It only took 12 days.
Oh my god.
All right. Sorry.
I hate you, Piper.
Anywho.
You know what? Just because of that, Piper, what's your favorite part of the fandom? Go.
Okay. Favorite part of the fandom easily has got to be the social group of it. More than just like having the Skype group and all that, just like actually being able to go out and interact with local furs and all that. That's what really makes it for me. Because it's helped me with a lot of things. It's like I'm more involved in the fandom because of the local furs in my area. And it's like if I didn't have them, I probably wouldn't be doing something like this right now. I don't know like where I would be.
So,
I'm
Wow,
happy
that's
the
real
fa-
shit.
so
Oh.
it helped you with some social anxiety.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah. That's
Which
awesome. I've heard
that is
many-
awesome because you know how many times I hear, oh, furries are socially awkward and all this. It's like no, it's just, you know, it helps with social anxiety with all this because you have a bunch of people who get what you're about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. And they don't judge, and they don't, put those immediate, internet judgy, trolly glasses on, and it's just a community of people who are regular people who just happen to enjoy fuzzy animals.
Yeah.
With
know?
with people characteristics.
Right, fuzzy anthropomorphic animals.
I feel like I'm in an ad for Zootopia right now. Which, by the way, best movie poster ever.
By the way, Bearberry? Hello, gotta do it.
What?
Bearberry. That
Yeah, that
movie
was one of the
poster.
ads.
It's one of the ads, the movie poster for Zootopia, the latest one that just got released.
What is
Was
the
it another
Oh.
trailer?
what is the deal with that? I don't know anything about.
All right, we'll have to post that in the Weowcast Twitter because Zootopia is a movie made by Disney that literally is pandering to furries.
I mean,
Yeah,
its
yeah.
It kind
first
of actually
teaser
is, yeah.
in its first teaser trailer, it literally defined the word anthropomorphic,
Oh yeah.
which is pretty much our word.
Yeah.
Anthro is our word. And so for Disney to define it, it's like, okay, this is geared towards you guys.
They're cashing in because we're all people that have jobs that make money.
What was
That will see it en masse.
what was the bear poster thingy? That's the thing I was confused about. I didn't know what that was relating to.
Burberry.
What is that?
It's a Burberry pun.
Burberry.
What's
I mean,
Burberry?
there was a couple
Burberry is
of
like a
there were
high-end
couple of-
brand.
yeah, there was a couple puns in the ads during in that poster. There's Burberry, and then there's what was the other one?
Do you want to talk about Burberry?
I can talk about Burberry for a very long time.
Who's this with you, Bluff?
So we're talking about Burberry. We're talking about the wait, what else wasn't there a Just Do It poster as well?
Yes, there was a Just Do It. It was
Which-
Just
which-
Do It.
How is? Oh my God!
Zootopia.
How do they not? They have to get some kind of furry character saying, "Just do it." That needs to happen.
Well,
What?
the ad on the poster depicts I believe it's like a tiger, like a muscular tiger in like an athletic uniform doing Just
Wonder
Do
who
It,
that's being pandered to.
right? I mean,
Kyle, my homeboy.
anyway,
But yeah, we'll have to link that poster. So Piper, search that poster, give it a link, because I'm an idiot and I still don't have the password set up on my Twitter.
So Piper's
Piper
got
went.
his favorites. So who's next?
Let's do a Kaz and Steve combo. Let's hit him with that Kaz and
Yeah.
Steve combo.
Yo, I was going to involve Steve anyway.
Let's hit him with that KS.
Oh my God. I guess we
Okay.
gotta have Kaz go first then.
I'll go. Wait,
I
what
should
are we
go.
doing? What
Oh my God.
what's
Oh my-
special with the furry fandom to me or
Yeah, yeah.
something? Okay.
Very special about the fandom,
So to go along with Piper's thing, meeting of all you people is like really, that's been really great, because like everyone in the furry fandom is like really accepting of like whoever, and like that goes along with everything I've lived up for.
Say everybody, but most.
Okay, yeah, true. Okay, most people are very accepting of like everyone, no matter who or what you are, and like. I hate saying like all the time, but anyway.
It's all right. It's a curse.
I've had feels for like the past few years about certain things, and like this fandom has given me the opportunity to meet Steve.
Quick round of applause.
Wow.
Wow.
You can tell we're a low budget podcast because we don't have a clap
We
button.
don't have a soundboard.
Nobody.
Yeah, right? Like fucking no cheering, no like, aw.
Yay!
Yeah, we
And
don't
that
even
sounds-
have soundboards. Even though it'd probably be free to set up. Anyway,
Anyway,
Well,
that
I-
sounds really sappy, but like it's kind of true.
Sappy's
to be
good.
real.
Sappy is good.
I
Be
try
real.
not to do the
Wrong
sappy.
with-
Be real, son. Be real, fam.
Like,
Let's just be real.
ain't nothing wrong with Sappy.
Keep it 100,
Because-
fam.
If I'm being real, I would have never, most likely, would never have dated a guy in my life.
Wow.
Probably. That probably would never have happened.
Well, you met the right one.
Yeah, dog.
See,
Get it? Because he's a dog?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Shit.
Because Huskies.
Okay, Steve, try and beat that.
I can't. Okay. Well, that was immensely sweet, and I'm like kind of like sweating. But
He's swooning. He's swooning right now.
yeah, I'm definitely swooning. But like it's true. Like it's such a facet for meeting people. Like, cause there's such a common denominator. Obviously, you would expect that with a group of people, all geared towards one subject. But it's really easy to find someone that like you have a lot in common with when you have like a common group. And that goes for everyone that I associate with, like all you guys, everyone on the TeamSpeak, people I talk to on the forums. Like it's just like it's popping off. Like the minute you talk to them, like it's not like meeting someone in person or going on like a first date. You're like, oh, what do you do? Like shit's already tight. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
that's right.
Yo, can I give you an example?
Yes.
What? Why are you? Okay, whatever. So I went on a cruise back in May.
Oh man, he had to get through that cruise.
And
Yep.
right before our ship sailed, I got a message on Fur Affinity from a guy named Schizo. Shout out to Schizo, hashtag. And he was like, hey, I live like 15 minutes, or I live in the same county as you. He lived like 15 minutes from me. And he's like, hey, you like want to meet up? I was like, whoa, I'm on a cruise. He's like, oh. I was like, but I will like once I get back. So like 7 or 8 days later, I messaged him like as soon as I got back. And I'm like, yo, I'm back in the county. I'm like, where do you live? He's like, oh, I live like here. I'm like, tight, we live so close. Like, want to meet up? He's like, yeah. And we just met up and we just started talking. And like, it wasn't awkward. And like, we ate food together. And like, it was so romantic. And we actually.
And I was really jealous. Get the fuck away from me.
It actually wasn't romantic. I'm just trying to trigger Steve because that's like my life's passion.
Well, how long? See, I think I know, but I'm not sure. How long have you guys been a fish?
June 6th at 12:34 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
12:30.
Time of death.
Are you one of those furs?
It's
777
at 12:34.
His message to me.
That's the only date and time I remember.
Really? It's June 6th.
That's what it sounds like. I'm sorry.
That's
Anyway.
what it is.
That's the only date and time I remember. I'm being real. I don't remember like our first shared meme. I don't remember the first time we like shared
Cats.
like feels of like cats and stuff or dogs.
I remember when we first started talking, I was obligated to send him pictures of cute animals every day, and I
Oh, that was
failed.
in January. Yeah. I told this kid because like I knew Steve was like some kid, some boy. I was like, oh, he's a boy.
Because he's a kid.
Wow, my name is this
Boys.
is Steve guy. I wonder if he's male.
Steve.
I was like, hey, let's talk to a guy because it'll be funny. I've never done this before. So I was like, hey, every day I need you to send me a
hold
picture
on.
of a baby animal.
Hold
And
on.
like he didn't, but I still
did.
told him to.
Wait. And never mind. Never mind.
You can ask the question. I'm ready for you, Ursus.
No, because it would go into a completely other tangent, and we need to rein these things back in.
That's what the
Review.
Weowcast is for.
We got plenty of time.
I know we have plenty of time, and I know that however many tangents we will go off onto. I feel
Yeah.
like the local, bear wrangler. Like, we've got to wrangle this topic back up, maybe.
Oh my god.
Well, do you want to hold the question for later then?
No, the question.
We've hyped up this tangent so much in like the past
Yeah,
30 seconds.
I feel like well, because the only people who need to talk about how the fandom feels for them is just me and Ursus. So, dude, I'm totally fine with some tangent. Go, ask the question. I'm curious
mind.
too. I want to know. I want to know what love
Dude,
is.
I'm like double the curious.
I want to know what love is.
Thank you, Piper, for getting that.
that
Am I the
was-
only one singing songs here? Wow,
But are
whatever.
you
beautiful
you
song.
12 times as curious?
R.I.P. Wow, 12. Really?
I mean, I'm sure you have talked to guys before,
In that
but
sense,
not in that sense.
yeah, I physically talked to males before. My life.
What? People talk to guys? What?
Like air has gone past my larynx
yeah?
and like
How's it?
vibrated my throat, and it's like,
You
okay, I'm
vibrated.
talking.
You vibrated your throat.
Oh,
Get
Lord.
good head.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Ursus, what was your fucking question?
No, that was it. I mean, he was going on it. He was riffing on it.
Yeah,
right
that was a good
then.
riff.
He was riffing on it right then and there.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
All right, Urs,
All right.
let's talk about the fandom.
Okay.
I need Christ.
you,
Dude,
y'all.
you sound like New York.
The Pope is chilling.
Well,
Pope
well,
Blocks from him.
goes
when you see a husky whose
literally
tail don't
hours
curl,
away from us right now. Anyway.
Anyway,
Go, Ursus, go.
what does the fandom mean to you,
What
and what's
is
your
the
favorite
fandom?
part, Ursus?
Favorite part of the fandom. I'd also have to say the social element. The art comes close second, and I mean all facets of the art.
Why
not
the
just
fuck you lying?
smack
well, it's
you.
also not just the illustrations too. It's the artisans. It's the people who make things.
Exactly.
Wow.
Thank you, Steve, because it's true.
Hit
Oh,
me
great input,
So-
Steve.
up.
Who's self clapping Steve right now?
Yo, can I get a trio?
But really, the fur meets I've been to, the cons I've been to, the online communication, whether it's through TeamSpeak, through FA, through the forums, um, it's just been an instant fam. Hashtag instant fam.
Oh, what up,
Fam.
fam?
There it is.
Like,
That's what it's been for me, and you know, getting into suiting is also a favorite of mine. Just because I love suiting. I absolutely love getting fuzzy and being all silly for people. I do. I just I don't know. There's something that is just so special when you get to become a character. Um, but really, the social part is just that's so good for me.
yeah, dude.
Just because I don't, I I'm serious here. I had really, I had troubles relating to my peer group for a while.
Really? Like you're like
No
at
shit.
work or?
Ever. I'm partnered to
Oh,
two men who are literally 50 years older than myself. For love, of course. I love them. They
Yeah,
love
dude.
me. But the furry fandom really was the first group of people who, in my peer group, I could actually relate to. And I could like just talk with and chill with and hang out. I don't know why, but it just seems just so comfortable. It's so open and honest. It seems, other than Dragoneer, but anyway.
yikes! The transparency.
Shots fired. Pew pew pew.
Anyway, moving on.
Wow, the wrecking.
Moo.
Moving on there. Um, just the people have been absolutely awesome. And,
That's good.
you know, just chilling with Bluff this past FAU, chilling with Kaz and Steve at Furthermore, being able to talk about anything with anybody is great.
I
So,
agree.
And by
agree.
anything, I
Honestly.
mean anything.
anything.
Release your,
And by-
release your inhibitions.
Uh,
Feel the
Feel
fur
the
on your
rim on
skin.
your skin.
No one else can feel it for you.
and I
Only
might
you
have
can
gone
let
on,
the knot in.
oh, you know what? I might have gone on a rant that was powered by the knot because I had a little bit of that.
Legit, that was the funniest shit.
Which, if you furs do not know, there is a liquor called the knot It
Yeah,
is
I'll
a
be
hot
drinking that tomorrow.
It's actually very good. I'm sipping on it right now. In fact,
I've been drinking.
I'm
I've
sipping
been
on
drinking.
I'm sipping on that nut right now.
Sipping on that
Ah!
nut. Have you guys seen that original meme?
Like,
Oh my god.
it,
It's like I'm unfollowing my aunt on Instagram, and it's like someone's aunt at the beach with like a fucking like a bottle of formula or something, and the fucking caption says "sipping on that nut."
so anyway,
Well,
Bluff.
yeah, I mean, I'll say for me, it's kind of wild because when I first got into the fandom, you got to remember when I first got into the fandom, it was you got the CSI episode,
Ugh.
you got
Ah.
the
It's-
True Life MTV,
oh,
you have the
My Strange
um,
Addiction.
yeah, all that shit. You have
Storage Wars.
fursuits that looked fucking creepy. I'm not even gonna lie. You have a bunch of stuff back then which equated to almost like I was outcasted. And yeah, the people I talked about then were amazing, but it was way different. And now I'd say my favorite part is the fursuiting. One of the main reasons why I got back into the fandom was I love Vine. I think Vine is like the greatest fucking app ever.
Dude, yes, thank you.
And
Okay, rep.
And the reason why I was sitting at work, and it was in February, and Cosmic Luffy posted a Vine, and it had like 5 million hits, and it was on the comedy page, and it was his Vine where it's I wish I could be like the cool kids. I mean, everybody's seen it, and
mhm.
and I saw that, and I was like, oh my god, fursuits have gotten fucking great. So I started looking them up immediately, and and I immediately was like, okay, I know who I want to commission, I want to want to do all that, and then I jumped back in, and honestly, it really is, as everybody said, the social aspect as well. It's it's one of the few places where I feel like I can say whatever, and it's something where it's so much, they're so different compared to 2006 even, with the fandom now. And I've definitely jumped in more than I did even back then. Back then, I was way shyer about meeting people. Like, I've gone to the 2 cons already, FAU and Anthrocon. I've gone to a couple of the Jersey meets. And, like, myself, I mean, I've kind of fallen out of, like, the Skype groups for, like, FAF and all that stuff. Not so much that I fell out of it. It's just, like, I'm more addicted to, like the Telegram groups for, like, New Jersey because these are people I can hang out with, and say like, hey man, like, let's go hang out or something like that. You know what I mean? And I love the social aspect of it. Are there furs out there who are terrible people? Yes. Are there
Absolutely.
people that I don't want to have a conversation with? That the only thing we share is the fact that they're a furry? Yeah.
Me.
There's plenty. No,
Absolutely.
shut up.
I'm
Steve.
joking. I'm joking.
There's plenty of terrible fucking furries out there. But for the most part, I've met a lot of people who are just generally awesome people. And myself, with a lot of my real life friends, they all have this kind of image of me as always outgoing and always trying to make a joke or trying to make light of something or always trying to just be the person who's just out there and always happy. And you're not always happy. And I feel like with the fandom, I could talk to people and I fucking having a shitty day. Here's why. Or I don't know why. And the fandom helps. And some of the most amazing people I've met are you guys. And hell, I've only met one of you in person, and when you talk to not just furs, but when you talk to people a lot online and especially on the podcast and just in general, we've talked on TeamSpeak before, you really get to know people. And the social aspect is by far the best. I love fursuiting and I can't wait for my suit to be completed. And that's like what got me back into the fandom. But what keeps me around is the people. I mean, it's from Steve making me laugh, posting fucking vines, squaw, and
Squaw!
and
Shit.
Ursus being like a really awesome voice of reason and just being a really down to earth guy, Kaz making me laugh. You know, we both got the nursing thing going on. You know, he's with Kaz's deadpan humor makes me crack up. Piper, you know, you're just awesome in general. Like
Pipper.
all of you in general have definitely improved my life, and furs in general. I mean, besides you guys, the other furs I talked to, it's just that's the best part. You know, yeah, the art's great. You know, why the fuck you lying? And you know, suiting is awesome. I can't wait. You know, and fursuits are in general are adorable because they've gotten way better in the last 10 years.
Right?
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's just yeah, you'll look at like an Anthrocon video from like 2005, and it's like,
I
what
have.
the hell?
Oh my
god.
Like they're like some of them are just fucking decrepit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But you know, it's
I want
just
to do that right
the,
now.
the social aspect is just amazing. You know, and that's what keeps me around, and it makes me happy every day for the most part. You know, like you know, it's even if I'm having a shitty day, I can look at like, you know, I don't want to sound like a fanboy here, but I can look at like a picture of like Cosmic's fursuit, and like it just makes me smile. Do you know what I mean?
I could look at a picture of a
Wait, are you
fursuiter and just giggle or smile, and it would brighten my day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is Cosmic Wolfie?
Yeah.
Dude, I
Yeah.
love his suit.
All right. I think it's made by Phoenix something. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, but his suit's outstanding. But like, you know, like just not to go off on a tangent, but like one of my best friends. I've known him since I think 2005. When did I start college? Steve's just like 8.
Legit 8.
2005. You know, I was showing him and I was explaining to him.
I was
the
9,
fandom.
motherfucker, okay?
I was explaining to him the fandom, you know, and I showed him a picture that I took of me and Trans Husky at Anthrocon, and I talked to him about how excited I was that I got that picture, and him and his girlfriend were both like, "Dude, that's like really cute and adorable." I was like, "Awesome," you know what I mean? So, you know, it's definitely the social aspect number one by far, you know.
I just had a great Snapchat idea.
I don't know. You guys just sent me 2 Snapchats.
Snapchat. Oh, God, how I loathe Snapchat.
What? Fuck you.
I loathe it. I'm sorry. It's fucking useless. I'm
No,
gonna
it's
say it
not.
right
Ursus
now.
hates it because I sent you,
it is
Steve, a "Why the fuck you lying" Snapchat, and he's like, "I want to see it."
It is fucking useless. I'm sorry.
Do you
And-
use it?
No. And guess
Have
what?
you used it before?
Yes.
How often did you use it?
Not often, because I realized.
You a bitch.
No, I realized that any fucking social interaction device that does not save its, video or photo is fucking useless in this world. Come on, it's
Why?
useless. It's
Why?
It's useless.
How often do you go back in like a Skype chat and fucking look at every message? Like,
Oh
oh,
my
yeah,
God,
that
I
was
never
funny.
do.
I remember that. Like, no, you just fucking keep talking to the person because you're not like socially inept.
Yo, can I support Ursus's thing real
Thank
quick?
No.
Yes, you can.
Ursus,
Says the person
okay.
who sends me
Yes.
like 8 Snapchats
Yes,
a day.
I know, even though
What?
you're a Snapchatter.
One
Anyway.
real quick. Here we go. Okay, 2 things actually. So, when I went to mass to see Steve, I took all these Snapchats, and I got home. I was like, oh, I actually didn't save any pictures
didn't
of
save
us
any
two to my
pictures.
phone.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah,
well, see,
that's my
that's their
fucking
fault.
point.
That actually, no, that is a problem because I did
That's
that
their
all.
fault.
That was me at
That's-
for
I
like,
use-
I did
I
not
use
take any
Snapchat, but I
pictures.
still take pictures.
Check
Like I have
And
video of Ursus dancing.
check
I took so many Snapchats.
Yeah, okay.
I
I
didn't
need to
save
get
any of
no. I
them.
need to
the
get used
video
to
of me
saving
dancing
them.
because it took you 7 takes. But anyway,
Also, bluff look at my goddamn Snapchat.
Okay.
Christ.
But I will say Ursus.
Snapchat triggers me.
I will say Ursus.
It just
The
fucking
people
triggers me.
the people I Snapchat with the most are Piper, Kez, and Steve.
Right.
And then my friend Dan, who sends me pictures of Giants games, and I don't give a shit about the Giants. Like it's literally you three. Like I think. Oh, and Chokomage.
He
Can I
sends
do my
snaps
second
of
thing?
him punching things.
Yeah, I know.
Can I do my second thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Snapchat.
Second thing. So I'm looking at this Anthrocon 2005 video. Oh my god.
Yeah, right?
Like, whoa.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was when it was in
suits
Philly. Oh,
I wish it was. I mean, I wish there was something in Philly. There's something needs to be happening with other than Unleashed. Unleashed is a wonderful event, by the way, but other than Unleashed, which is a once in a while event, there needs to be something in Philly or the Southern New Jersey kind of area because my goodness.
I will say this about Anthragon 2005. 18-year-old furries right now have it way easier when they're like, hey, mom and dad, this is what I like. Yeah, hey, mom and dad, it's 2005. This is what I like. What the
Yeah.
fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's true.
Lots of
That's true.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so we were gonna touch on, I guess, as our closing topic. Basically, where do we all see ourselves fandom related in not even just a year from now, 5 years from now? I mean, like, I'm getting a suit done, and I hope to wear the suit until I'm like probably 35. That was my plan, and that's 7 years. And you know,
already got a plan for how long you're gonna wear this suit.
well, because I think it'll last that long, right? You know,
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
sure it will.
you know, it'll last that long, and who knows? Maybe I come up with a different character. I mean, I'm not gonna be, a giant pink husky my whole life. You know, you never know. So, you know, let's. I think we've been good with this little circle. So,
Wow, Red
Pipe,
Panda.
Pipe, you want to go? Want to go first? Where do you see yourself fandom related? How long do you plan on suiting? What did you always see yourself being so active in the fandom, or you know, what do you really see?
Oh man,
Hyper hype. Hashtag.
I really have no clue. Like,
Pipe.
I know I plan on eventually going to a new location. Um, I know I'll most likely end up still going to a lot of cons actively. Like this upcoming year, I've got 6 cons I'm looking into going to, and I'm sure I'll
Damn.
keep that number average for all the future years ahead of me.
Well, let's all say our ages again. Piper, how old are you? You're 23, right?
20 Yeah, I'm turning 23 this year.
Okay.
So I mean, it all really depends on like what ends up happening. School and all that. I want to get to a point in school and have a career where I have the money to do that kind of stuff and just make it to a lot more cons and actually enjoy that. But I really have no telling. Like, suit, um, I'm really not sure how long the one Luno made will last. I'm sure it'll last a good bit. But I do have, like, future plans already in place for who I'm going to want to go with for other suits and stuff like that.
Little Piper 2.0?
Eventually. And I've also got an idea for another character. So, I mean, I may end up going with that as well.
Ooh.
I feel like that's what keeps it fresh. You come up with a second persona.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I'm there too.
Well, go ahead.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay,
only
I
thing
go ahead.
is, like,
Yeah, Piper.
having
is not done.
having the next character, it's like having a different name, and it's just gonna it would cause a lot of confusion, I think.
Oh yeah, I don't want to have a second name.
Well, you have a
Right.
second name, but it's like you go by whatever you're like. Like, if I ever have a second character, I'm probably still gonna wind up going by Bluff. Everybody knows me as Bluff, but a second character will be a different name. I don't know, maybe like All in the Wolf or something like that. Which, oh my god,
What?
All in is also a poker term, but when you say All in the Wolf, it just doesn't sound right.
No. Nope.
Well, the wolf. Everybody. Every last person.
Hop in.
Every last person in fur. Anyway. So, I guess that was a sort of a natural segue. I also see myself having a second character. In fact, I've already gotten a quote from Luno as to a second character and what he would do for a suit. And the second character's name is Darius, and Darius is a bear saber-tooth hybrid type of character.
An all-around badass.
All around badass, I guess. Yes. That being said, I also have, plans for an Ursus 2.0 at least ahead that may be coming in the next year. That's before Darius. So, yeah, I mean, I'll probably get another character, another suit, and another character, but in the next 5 years, just going to meets, going to cons. You say you're going to 6 a year, Piper. That's
Yeah, he's
that's
just
a great, that's an awesome number. I would love to go to 6 a year. If I could, I'd go to 6 a year. I'd go to 8 and through New England. Furthermore,
Hashtag real life.
FAU. You're right. FAU because it's in my state. That's about it. And the people are great. For POC, Anthrocon. But, I mean, then that's 5.
Well, yeah, I mean, I probably won't end up going to like 6 of them, but I've got some local furs that have been wanting to get me to join them and go into some of their conventions that they go to regularly. So,
Right.
I mean, I've got a way there and all that.
Yeah.
So,
I understand that. And
Who knew that Alabama has such a giant furry community?
right?
it's not. I wouldn't say it's giant. It's just the ones that are active are really active.
That's awesome.
Dude, Choco just sent me a Snapchat
Same.
of like a red drink, and he said hashtag furry drink. Like it's just a drink. Like there's nothing exorbitantly furry about it.
It is just a red drink.
Okay.
Wow.
Gotta love Snapchat. Anyway.
Speaking of red drinks. Oh, go ahead, Ursus.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Can't interrupt you.
3 weeks in a row. Why not?
Damn.
No.
Can I get a wham from everyone?
Wow.
Tight, I
There
did
we
it. Okay,
go.
Ursus.
So, yeah. It's fandom wise, it's just people. The cons, the people, the meets. Delaware Fur Bowl is going to be a staple because it's only an hour away from me. And that brings a bunch of furs together. Maryland, sometimes DC, sometimes even Virginia, New Jersey.
Shouts out to Maryland.
Yeah, DC, Maryland,
Yeah,
Virginia. You should come. You don't come to the Delaware Fur Bowls, and you should. I don't understand why, Maryland.
Oh, I mean, it's like.
Oh
3
man,
hours
grill
away.
him. Grill him.
Really?
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
that's a solid transition. Kaz, where do you see yourself?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be real quick, dog. Speaking of
Real
red
quick.
drinks, this is where I was gonna go with this. Speaking of red drinks, Red Panda Fursuit hashtag.
When?
Definitely. When?
Within we're doing this. The whole
Year?
segment's within the next 5 years.
In the next 5 years.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
in the next 5 years, where do you
Yeah.
see yourself
In the
still
next
being
year?
active in the fandom?
What
But
about in the
making
next
a
year?
suit is definitely 6 months from now.
Like,
Yikes.
Luno's opening on the 10th. You should get on that shit. Choco's getting on that shit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he is. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sticking with the theme of this show, and that's 5 years from now. Not 12 hours, not 12 days, not 12 years. 5 years.
It was 12 minutes. Hate all of you.
But yeah, more fursuit. I don't know, maybe in 5 years I'll have like a second one. But anyway, maybe it'll be a Lynx. Lynx is my second
Ooh.
character. That's totally be my second.
Very rare.
LYNX.
We
and
only
also more cons.
I only know one. Tigris. Shout out to Tigris. She's awesome. Furthermore,
Shout out to someone I don't know. Oh, Tiger or Tigers. Actually, I probably saw the
Tigris.
fursuit.
You've met Tigris. Tigris and Cheese Beagle.
I
Oh
don't-
yeah.
They're
I
married.
probably saw their fursuits though. So.
They're awesome, and they have awesome fursuits. And shout out to Cheese Beagle and Tigris. You're awesome.
Hashtag
Anyway.
Tigers and Cheese Beagle.
Anyway, but yes, a lynx.
But yeah, Lynx, like I love Lynxes, I guess.
That's awesome. That's very rare in the fandom, I think.
Yeah,
Honestly,
red panda and a lynx? Like, what? I'm so
Right?
hipster. But yeah,
no, it's awesome.
suits and cons. That's my
Hipster
answer.
fandom. Anyway.
Steve,
Oh shit. I mean, I want to have a suit, but like,
Ooh.
I ain't got no money.
Ooh.
So,
I ain't got no type.
That's why you paid for everything of mine.
oh my god, not like fucking $2,000 to blow on a stupid costume.
Whoa!
Whoa, what?
Shots fired.
Dang.
Pew, 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 pew.
Damn.
No, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I mean, like, I have money, but like, not.
Actually, I don't.
See, the whole point of this is 5 years, though, Steve. Steve's gonna be swimming in money.
Don't see
Okay,
myself
fuck.
with-
Yeah, man,
Alright,
we're gonna be
whatever.
married,
I'ma
having
try,
a
I'ma try,
career,
I'ma
we're
try,
gonna be
I'ma
fluent
try,
in
I'ma
5
try.
years.
I'm gonna try, and it's not stupid. Yeah. What I was gonna say, I don't want to have a second character. That's the only thing. Like, I don't want to have to put thought into it. I already decided I'm happy and it's cool and things are dope. So no second characters for me.
Doesn't want a second boyfriend, boys.
Oh my god.
He ain't about that poly life like I am. It's okay.
Oof.
Let's see. Myself to keep it short.
Buddy.
Myself to keep it short. Definitely, as I said before, I definitely want a suit for the next few years. Cons as well. Will I still be as active as I am now down the line? Probably not. But I still will obviously be a part of the fandom forever. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I'm not going to randomly disappear from the fandom again for years.
Yeah, you're gonna be here
better
forever. You're not gonna pause.
Puns. Oh my
Not
god.
the
I did it. I did it.
He said pause. Second character definitely in the works, but then again, I need more art drawn of my character. Like
Me too.
like I'm a huge soccer guy, and I definitely want the next drawing of my character to have a jersey on. I think that'd be awesome.
What sport was that?
Soccer. I want my
Oh.
character to have a Red Bulls jersey.
What is soccer?
What is soccer? It's
Shout out to my Eurofurs.
no, soccer
Hashtag
is
Euro.
well, soccer is everybody gets in a
Eurofers
car.
would call him football, by the way.
Well, no, what soccer is everybody gets in a
Footy.
car and it's 3-on-3, and then there's rockets and
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Rocket League. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I still see myself being active. And then second character, obviously, but I still need more art drawn of Bluff, and I obviously have my suit coming next year. So Bluff's not going away anytime soon.
Dope.
Shout outs to Psionics for making Rocket League.
Shout out to me
What?
for playing Rocket League.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Psionics for making like one of the best games ever. Rocket
Yeah,
League is
Psionics,
shit.
hit us up with that collab. That'd be tight.
Hit me up with that
Right.
free DLC.
Please, I
Anyway.
need those rocket cars.
I think this has been a fantastic week 3 of Weowcast.
It has.
Yep.
Uh,
Got
Yeah, this is a
drilled
good
out
one.
here.
Good job, guys.
It was popping,
Round of applause.
popping. It was popping,
popping.
not popping.
No, I don't say what's popping anymore after that Soldier Boy
What's
vine. I say
poppin'?
fucking.
What's
I mean, Lil
poppin'?
B vine. I can't.
alright,
No,
Steve,
what's
tell 'em.
poppin'
Soldier Boy
is the
What's poppin'?
what's the song is that? It's poppin'.
Soldier
It's
Boy, tell
poppin'.
'em.
No. Oh my god. My lipstick. No, chapstick. Oh my god. Lip gloss. Lip gloss.
Yes.
Yes, that fucking song.
Where's the chapstick?
Is popping. Is popping. Is popping.
On that note, why don't you say we wrap this up? Pipe, you want to hit him with that Weow one time?